Hello friends and welcome to my channel. This week we are planning out the week of April 18th through the 24th, and I was just so excited to get into planning. I forgot to wave hello to you. So excuse planning Rosie, she was in a mood apparently, but this week we are using this Glam Planner Spring Mystery from 2021. It is an ice cream themed kit. Elle, the shop owner of Glam Planner, paired it with pink foil. So I went ahead and pulled in rose gold from Scribble Prints Co. and Caress Press. And then the underlay bougie boxes that I used this week are from Sticky Essentials. So this week I had a lot of technical difficulties with this plan with me, from my phone stopping filming, so certain things aren't in it, to I had issues with my scripts and had to reprint them for some reason. Even though I formatted each one individually to be a certain size, they came out way larger than I did originally. I don't know what happened. It was like the weirdest thing ever, so I had to reprint. It was one of those weeks where like everything that could go wrong did go wrong, plan with me wise. But it was a very good week. Let's get to some housekeeping things before we get into any more like plan with me things that happened this week things. If you are new here and you like what you see, I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button and stick around. It would help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers this year. Comments and likes also help, as well as sharing with your friends, and I would really appreciate it. This week I'm curious, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? Because of this kit, I just really want to know, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? My favorite flavor is chocolate chip cookie dough. I am pretty basic. I love anything with raw cookie dough, raw cake batter, anything like that. Give it to me. I'm here for it. But this week was really an interesting week because I don't even know how to explain this story, and I do want to keep a good portion of it private, but you guys will see at the second half of this week. I started going on a couple dates with somebody, and this somebody is a different somebody than I went on a date the previous week. Is really weird. So when I got home this week, so the previous week was Easter, and I'd gone to my parents for Easter, and I was there until Tuesday, and I came home Wednesday the 20th. When I came home, I was just bored, so I decided to check in on Hinge, which is the dating app I was using recently, and somebody had sent me a rose, and it's somebody I've known since high school, so that's really interesting. So we've hung out a couple of times. We hung out twice in the ice cream week, and then in current time we've hung out a few times this week. So yeah, it's just really exciting. His name is Jacob. He told me I could use his real name. And I don't know, I'm just kind of excited about that, and we'll see where it goes. We're just taking it slow. He works a lot. He's kind of a maniac, and he works like 8 to 12-hour days and wakes up and goes to the gym before work at like a ridiculous hour. We're talking like 2, 3 in the morning, crazy. But I don't know. He's special, so I'm excited, and that's like the big news of what happened this week, I guess, in my life personally, apart from being completely obsessed with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case again. I just feel like that case, I just feel so bad for him having to go live through all of his previous traumas and stuff in his life, because he hasn't had an easy life, and I just feel like, you heard that click, sorry, I was playing with my pop socket on the back of my phone, but I don't know, and I feel like her defense isn't doing the best job necessarily for her case that they could, But yeah, I don't know. Where do you guys stand on the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard case? I'm really sad that he said that, like, no matter what the circumstances are, he will never return as Captain Jack Sparrow because of how quickly Disney was to abandon him and their long-standing relationship, and how it was just, he was immediately guilty, and how just betrayed he feels. And I don't know, it just makes me sad because I feel like those movies, especially the first three, are just so classic and so funny. So this week, in honor of him, I did watch Edward Scissorhands, so you will see that marked as well. I started watching it, and I watched the first half, and then I got a FaceTime call from Jacob, and then I had to watch the second half after he went to sleep and hung up. But yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned too, I had issues with like footage disappearing and stuff, so I think I ended up adding another extender to the sidebar that you guys won't get to see me add it on camera, but you'll get to see it in like the final close-up. It was just one of those weeks where things just didn't like go as planned. For some reason the spacing on my sidebar was off originally, so things didn't fit, and I had to like remove everything, and then like it just was a mess. It just was a mess. And honestly, this was one of those spreads that I liked better before I put my scripts down, which very rarely happens. I just struggled with the scripts this week. I don't know, Silhouette quit halfway through, so I don't know if when it quit and reopened, if it somehow slightly reformatted everything I had done, or what the case, because it was just a weird week. You'll see it at the end. I show you how large some of them show up to be for like the boxes they were meant for. But anyways, here I'm just putting some pink bows at the top to just add some sparkle up there. And I don't really know what else to say for the base right now. Other than, I guess, here's the headers. Where are these from? Oh, they are from Scroll Prints Co. They are sprinkle headers, like confetti kind of sprinkles, and I thought that would just be fun for this week since it's like ice cream and you can get sprinkles on ice cream. These are from old freebies. I actually had 3 of them in rose gold from, I swear, like 3 years ago, and they came in clutch for this spread. So sometimes hanging on to things you think you'll never use, you end up using. And I had a really hard time with full box placement this week. I mean, a lot of the boxes already had foil, which made it easier, but I just don't have a lot of pink rose gold in my collection. And because Elle chose like that really pink foil to go with this spread, you can see it specifically on the bottom washi and like the ice cream drips, which is a little off, there you go, camera right now, but it's like really pink, so I didn't want to use like a coppery rose gold because I felt like it would clash. So like, I don't know, that just made it hard too. And then I felt like because of that, I don't have a ton of icons to use and pull in, and I don't know. This week was just a struggle bus. That April script is from Plana Hannah, and I don't know, I just am excited to move on to a different week spread wise, because sometimes weeks are just not meant to be. They're just the like planner gods, I guess, aren't with you some weeks, so to speak. But the first thing I'm marking, I'm using a banana split from Sugar Box Stickers to mark my videos that went up the previous week. The 18th was my haul. It was a haul video, so I will link that. And then I marked that we had storms this day, thunder and lightning, lots of it, and I took a nap because it was doom and gloom. Like, I had to have my lights on in my house to see, it was so dark, and that just makes your girl nappy and sleepy, and so it is what it is. I was at my parents' house still during this time, so Mom and I put game night, which means we either played Jeopardy, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Wheel of Fortune, and then we made this truffle grilled cheese sandwich, and then I marked that we just had a lazy day. Moving into Tuesday, I marked that I slept like poop because I did. Olivia and Lucy kept me up all night that night at my parents' house. I marked that my dad left to drive to Texas to go pick up the boat. We had a boat in California, and it got moved to our family's house in Texas to be stored until it was clear enough to move it here. Then I got Taco Bell, but I totally forgot to make the script for that one, so you won't see it at all because it's not going to get printed until next week. I was a total mess. Then I took another nap because I slept like maybe 3 hours that night. Mom and I played more games, and then we watched Bridgerton, everything but the last episode. Moving into Wednesday, it was April 20th, which means it was Trisha from A Glittery Life Plan's birthday, so I just used some balloons to mark that. I ended up going home this day and unpacking. Also, if I forget to mention where a character sticker is from or an icon sticker or something and you're curious, just comment down below and I'll be more than happy to answer that for you. After I unpacked, I did some planning because I wanted to get caught up and make sure I could get my video up, and then I did laundry because I had been gone. I got crumble cookies because I wanted to try the cookie flavors for that week because I am basically an addict, if you didn't know that already. Then I watched Desperate Housewives, and then I used this RoseyPlans sports bra and shorts sticker to mark that I signed up for Beachbody On Demand so that I could start 9-week Control Freak Off the Wall on the following Monday with Randy from Planner Pixie Co. Then moving in to Thursday, the first thing I marked using that Sugar Box Stickers Sunday sticker was that I had a video go up. It was my Happy Easter plan with me, and that spread is just absolutely stunning, so again it will be linked for you. Then this day I took Lucy for a walk just because the weather was right. I trained legs, and then I did a intense shower, like the whole shaving, exfoliating, everything, so I could self-tan, but I just marked self-tanning because if I self-tan, I know I do all that, and that's from Scribble Prints Co. Then I did more planning. That yellow label doesn't have an icon because I'm waiting for one to come in from RoseyPlans, but it basically said that Lowe's called to say that the dishwasher I had paid for and was already supposed to be delivered, that they didn't have one at all, and I needed to come in and figure out which one I wanted. And I still don't have a dishwasher, and it's still a complete mess. So that's fun. Then I watched Edward Scissorhands, like I mentioned, and then I FaceTimed Jacob. The first thing on Friday that I did was run to Target, and I bought absolutely nothing. They didn't have what I needed, and I was really annoyed. So then I went to Nordstrom's Rack, and then I washed the clothes I purchased. I took Lucy for another walk, and then I took a nap this day. I woke up and did my makeup, and then I went on a date with Jacob, which was really good. I hadn't seen him in a long time, so that was good, and yeah, I'm pretty smitten. And then moving into Saturday, the first thing I marked was that I cleaned the house this day. I just was tired of it and really OCD and was really anxious because Jacob was going to come over to my house that night and hang out. So I was just like, oh my god, I have to clean like everything. So I washed the blankets that day, meaning the blankets in the living room and the blankets that like Lucy and Olivia lay on and cuddle up in, and then I washed my comforter, like my duvet on my comforter this day because Lucy had also thrown up on it, so I just washed my sheets a day early instead of washing them on Sunday. My dad got home with the boat this day, so I just thought I'd put that in. I did some editing this day, and then I did my makeup. Jacob came over and we hung out, and then I watched Grace and Frankie. Oh man, I'm like out of breath. Moving into Sunday, I forgot the first thing that I did, so my bad. Oh, planning, what a shock. And then this day, I had really bad cramps for some reason. Like like, I got my period on Thursday. Sorry that's TMI, but for some reason it just hit me Sunday. And it was Talladega, so I made sure to put in that. It was such a mess of a race. So many penalties for stupid things. I can't even tell you. Then I took Lucy for a walk, but I was out of the paw print, so I just used this little, like, runner character. And I didn't like how it was green next to green on the bottom, so I just switched that with the fork and knife, which is for Chewies. And then I had a pretty lazy day this day because, again, my hormones were killing me. I ended up putting down more foiled scripts, but again, my phone cut me off, so you can see them here. Sorry you didn't get to see me lay all those down, but you know, your girl is trying her best. Seriously, trying her best at this. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the planning I filmed on Sunday was my B6 fitness plan with me that went up on Monday. So if you want to know what that's all about, I can link that as well. Just another different kind of video up on my channel. Also, I've been really into putting the deco down the sides like I'm about to do here. LDW Plans, I think, is somebody that does it. I believe Ariel gave them credit in my previous video when I did the deco like this. So if you guys know anybody else that does it, I would love to give them credit because I know I've seen multiple people do it. But anyways, that's what that looks like. And then you're gonna see me go through the kit leftovers here. I did use a ton of little things this week, a ton of boxes this week. I didn't use any of the patterned washi for some reason, just not vibing with it. And you guys can see I use a lot of fancy labels as well. And here I'm going to put down my first script, and I'm just like, why is this so big? Why is this not fitting here like it should? I made it the same size I always do. And then I started looking at these, and I'm like, why is that one huge? It goes in like a quarter box. I don't understand why these are so massive. So I went to print more, and the ones that weren't as massive I put down, and I thought I was filming, and then I was just gonna put down the smaller ones, but after like they had done printing and cutting, and that was not English, but regardless, it didn't film. But here it is. The font is Yummy Ice Cream from defont.com if you guys are curious. I don't know if you will be, since I struggled so much with it, and I've never struggled with a font like this, like since I've been consistently doing fonts. But if you're curious, that's what it is. And here is the close-up. I actually remembered to put in my water and calorie dot markers, so you know, there you go. You get a almost full spread because I still forgot the Taco Bell script. But if you guys are struggling, remember that you are not alone. I'm a big advocate for mental health. My DMs are always open for you on Instagram. It is RoseyPlans like it is here. I hope you all have a good day, night, evening, wherever in the world you are when you are watching this video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, friends.